Okay guys, so we wanted to start off this new series with our last travel vlog. Not the one that we've posted yet, we're going to, but we want to talk about the experience and, you know, what did we take away from it, maybe what were our prior expectations before going there, and then how we felt about it afterwards. I mean, what was your thoughts, you know, initially when we got to Tucumcari?
So James is obsessed with anything Route 66.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I don't even know how we saw Tucumcari. Maybe we saw it online. I know usually when we see a place, it's usually like on Instagram, and then we set our mind to going there, and then we just really take a road trip. So Tucumcari was on the list. We looked it up. Everything looked really mid-century. You know, town that's been forgotten, but still kind of living in the past. It was really beautiful.
Yeah. Guys, I mean, you'll find out more as this travel video vlog series goes, but I love anything mid-century, anything Route 66. I think it was such a fascinating time period, especially in America. And, you know, people from all over the world come to visit Route 66 because that's like the pinnacle of, you know, Americana culture, with Marilyn Monroe and JFK and Frank Sinatra and American muscle cars and, you know, everything that America was about that really made America stand out is what Route 66 stands for. And Tucumcari was like a time capsule.
Yeah, and really about kind of how we plan our trips is we find them mostly on Instagram or wherever. You know, we have a couple, you know, different websites that we look at, but we really just pack, get in the car, and go. Most of the times it's a weekend trip. For Tucumcari, the drive from Los Alamos, New Mexico to Tucumcari was about 3.5 hours. We also definitely wanted to check out Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo, Texas. So we left on a Saturday morning, had to be back on a Monday, or actually no, on a Sunday
night. Yeah. And you know, if it took like 3.5 hours to get there, you know we're gonna stop multiple times.
And James is a beast at driving. I never drive, I just entertain him and feed him gummy bears and Red Bull and sometimes Red Line, but we have to cut that out at certain points. So usually that's our stops.
Yeah.
Oh, and we can't forget about coffee or the other caffeine.
You need to get through a long drive, you do drink Red Line. One a day.
And that's completely fine with me, as long as I can sit back and he drives.
That's like liquid cocaine.
Yes.
That will get you through anything you need to get through. If you're really, really tired, it definitely works. I think at this point I'm immune to Red Bull, so it doesn't do too much. But yeah, you know you're gonna stop. We try not to make our itinerary too tight. You know you're gonna drive there and you're gonna see different things along the way. We stopped in Santa Rosa.
Yes. And it's so cool going on the Route 66 trip that we did. We'd love to do the whole thing, but just stopping at these old gas stations. James always has to direct me to just get what we need, but I get lost in the little tourist aisles of the Route 66. You find moccasins, you find stuffed bears.
Where was the gas station we stopped at with the moccasins?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find that out. We'll find it and we'll post it below.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look, guys. That place was really, really cool. I love my God, who makes the moccasins?
Minnetonka.
Love my Minnetonka moccasins. So they had like a little stand in there, and then you walk in, and then there was a lot of Native American art inside. Really big gas station. It was like a gift shop / gas station. We actually stopped there too before on our way.
Yes.
Yeah, driving
a couple months ago.
Cross country. But yeah, that's a really cool place. Can't miss it. If you're passing it, you're gonna see it. And then yeah, you know, we finally made it to Tucumcari. We stopped in Santa Rosa. We went to it's your classic Route 66 diner. So that was a really cool experience. And then getting to Tucumcari. I mean, I know my first impression, but what was your vibes when you got there? You know, what did you feel?
In Tucumcari, it felt really...
And we got there at night.
Yeah, so it was at night, which was the coolest time to get into Tucumcari, I think, because
I agree.
you're going down the main drag and it's all neon signs, and I think we're not the only ones obsessed with neon signs right now. I think the whole world, you know, or what's cool right now, you know, but they're beautiful because they're old. So you're going down, it's like a kind of like a baby Vegas vibe, but it's like old mid-century. You're like going down the drag, and
think of Fremont, you know, in Las Vegas, like that's the kind of feel it has.
Yeah, so it was really cool, minus no drunk people, so that's even better.
No.
But it was just a unique experience, and then just driving up to our hotel, and you know, I only saw it in the online, so I wasn't sure. It looked great, but you know, we pulled up.
You never know.
Beautiful. It had an old, what type of car was there in the?
That was a Thunderbird.
Yes.
Yeah, really nice. I have no idea what year it was, but I know it was a Thunderbird. And we wanted to see the Blue Swallow, which is like iconic for Tucumcari, and Route 66. You Google Route 66, go to Google Images or whatever. The Blue Swallow is gonna show up. It just has that like. It's just aesthetically, it's very mid-century. So, but that I don't think that opens till spring. So we stayed at the Roadrunner Lodge.
Yep.
And Carla found that.
And we stayed in their suite, which was the snazzy 60s room, which James insisted it was not the snazzy 60s when we were filming, but then he realized it was.
She was right, yeah. But
what did you think of the snazzy 60s room, James?
I was honestly impressed. And if you know me, I'm not impressed by a lot of things. It's rare. And they did an amazing job with the curation of furniture. It wasn't overdone. It didn't feel touristy. You know, if you're really a fan of, you know, John Lautner and, you know, anything that has to do, you know, Charles Ames, mid-century, it was very tastefully done. And I know probably most of the people that go there are tourists. Some may be fans of mid-century, but some may just be people that just, you know, just want to see Americana. So they didn't really cater too much to, you know, to everybody. It was just very mid-century inside, from the TV stand to the chairs to the bed to every little detail. We had, what was our dessert?
Well, they completely won me over when there's food in the hotel room, so that was provided. And there was moon pies, which I've seen them growing up. I just never thought to try them, but they were amazing.
They were really
so good.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think the thing that makes it very beautiful is you can tell in the hotel, the mid-century furniture has been there. For years. This isn't just something that was, you know, a new boutique hotel that they renovated, which that's cool too, but it's really cool that you're really staying in like a time capsule. Like I wondered for a while, like who else stayed here? We passed some hotels where they said Clint Eastwood stayed here, but I'm sure many celebrities or famous people or just, you know, just the different people that stayed in the room. It's so beautiful, and it was just a unique experience. The hotel looks like a hotel room in LA or New York. But we paid like $80, so it was a win for us.
Yeah, except in my opinion, it was even nicer. You know, I've stayed in hotel rooms, boutique hotel rooms, luxury hotels all over the country. Also, you know, in the UK and France. And they're nice, but it's like you can always buy new furniture. You can always buy new decor. You can always, you know, do whatever's trendy at the moment. But when you preserve something for that long, what is that, 60 years, 70 years that it's been there, 80 years maybe? You know, preserved. It hasn't been, they didn't knock it over and just, you know, turn it into a Starbucks. Like, this place has been there for that long, you know. The Route 66 started in like the early 20s. You know what I mean? I don't know how long the Roadrunner's been there, but it's, that's an amazing feat to keep not just a hotel or a motel, but an entire town preserved. Most of it is preserved very, very well, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, all the different signage and just the different restaurants, and they're very, they take pride in being part of that culture.
Absolutely.
So guys, after we did our thing there in Tucumcari, and then we went to Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo Texas. So how did you feel about
I
Cadillac
was
Ranch?
really excited. It's very convenient because it's right off Route 66. It's right off the highway. Just so excited to go in, check it out. I really wish we could drive right up to it so I could wear my pretty high heels, but I had to change to my Vans. It's okay. You
Was
know,
it like a quarter mile
yeah,
sorta
about something
walk
like that.
from the highway? But you can see the cars.
Yeah, it was a really beautiful experience. The only downside is I really wish people would pay more respect to the art installation. You have a bunch of kids and older people spray painting while others are, you know, trying to enjoy the art exhibit. It's just kind of not fair. You know, we want to climb it, we want to play around too, but if there's wet paint, it's, you know, and toxins, it makes the experience less enjoyable.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, we've been to Salvation Mountain, we've been to Prada Marfa and Cadillac Ranch, and I'm sure there's places I'm not thinking of right now, but I'd even throw in that outdoor art gallery in Austin.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Hope Outdoor. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Hope Outdoor Art Gallery. There's just a give and take. You have to be realistic. You go to these places, there's going to be people that are going to go there and they're not going to respect the art for what it is. I love anything that's just aesthetically beautiful. You know, it could be architecture, it could be cars, clothes, it could be technology. I just love to see things look beautiful. It's all, you know, function is obviously very important, but form is just as important to me as function is. So, you know, I appreciate all those things. I appreciate artists that go outside the box to create these outdoor art installations. I'm sure it costs time and money and, you know, took a lot to get it out there. So when you see people that don't appreciate it, it just hurts because it's like, man, like, I know that artist didn't intend for these people to just spray paint over it, or Prada Marfa when people just break the windows for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, I'll never understand that.
And I really wish, I know Cadillac Ranch, when it was initially there and installed, all the Cadillacs were pink. I love pink. So I wish they would have stayed pink.
Yeah, you know, just aesthetically, that would be beautiful to see that.
So beautiful.
You
I
know.
mean, I get the spray paint, but at the same time, it was beautiful as is. And I really wish when we visited, they were all pink to really enjoy and see the true vision of the artists that put it together and just really enjoy that. It was still an amazing experience. I love it. I'm so glad we went. But
Oh, and to show you guys something. Okay, so we found these. We were already in New Mexico
Yep.
when we found these. So, pink Cadillacs, and I don't know, how cool is this? Come on, I mean, this is awesome. I still haven't eaten it because we have strawberry, cherry, and
Oh, there's different.
yeah, there's different flavors.
Man.
Yeah,
These are gonna be eaten today.
made in the Netherlands.
Maybe we'll just save the wrapper.
I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, guys, I think stuff like this is really, really cool. You know, this reminds you of like poodle skirts and greasers and, you know, the Outsiders. So I love that stuff. And so, you know, that's something that you'll never change. People just won't ever respect something that they don't understand. And so is what it is. So if you do go, we're trying to give you some, you know, word of advice. If you're going to go there, especially if you're a photographer, videographer, or if you just want to go there and just, you know, enjoy it for yourself.
Be prepared to do a lot of photoshopping people out.
I'll do that, yeah. So if you ever see my pictures on Instagram and no one's there except for like Carla or me, it's because I got rid of them with the patch tool. But what I'm trying to say is that go off peak hours. Go early morning.
Absolutely.
You know, obviously if you want to do like a long exposure or something like that, then you can go at nighttime and there's not going to be as many people there. So plan for that. Sometimes, you know, we don't have that luxury of going whenever we want because we're on a loose schedule, but we're still on a schedule. We still have to. We know we have to hit this place because where was Cadillac Ranch to Tucumcari?
It was like an hour and a half, and we probably left our hotel after dinner and lunch, breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
We probably left around 1, and we decided we should really drive to Amarillo. You know, make sure we have sunlight and can shoot whatever we want there, and then make our way back to Tucumcari, which worked out perfect.
It did. We got really lucky. We went there. And by the way, I've seen some stuff on the internet, and I wasn't aware of this until I went to Cadillac Ranch. We went to Cadillac Ranch, went over the bypass, or the overpass, I mean, came back to go back to Tucumcari, and we saw the Bates Motel sign. So, guys, I don't know a whole lot about this. We just saw it. I had to take a picture of it because it was just so weird. So if you know anything about it, please let me know. Because me and Carl actually drove down the road to see if there was a Bates Motel or whatever.
We almost booked our hotel room for the night, but I decided I would love to live another day.
Yeah, so maybe somebody knows, maybe it's just a joke and it means nothing, and that's okay too. But I found the humor in it, and that was really cool. And yes, we went back to Tucumcari after Cadillac Ranch, and we were able to get a few more shots of the area, and especially like at nighttime, and get those neon lights.
And visit like the cutest little restaurant with, I think we dined with the entire Tucumcari residents on a Sunday evening.
Yeah.
It was just amazing. Everyone was so nice and sweet, and felt like almost like we were visiting a family's house, like our own family's house. It was really unique.
The hospitality.
Absolutely. I say this is the friendliest New Mexico town I've ever been to. Everyone's just so welcoming and nice, and they really want to share their story and the history, and just really, you know, help you appreciate and understand Tucumcari and what it's all about.
They genuinely care about your well-being while you're there, which is rare in my opinion. And it felt genuine. It wasn't just you know, high-level customer service. It was like they really, you know, appreciated that we were there. And if you guys haven't seen our up north video travel vlog, you know, put it right here so you guys can check that out. But if you don't know, I'm from the East Coast. I'm from New Jersey. You're not gonna get that there. You're just not. And I love the East Coast. There's things I love about the East Coast. There's things I love about the Southwest. There's things I love about the South, the West Coast. Everything has its own different, you know, pros and cons to living there, but you're not going to get that on the East Coast. You're just not. Maybe in very, very rare exceptions. I know there's some very small, like mom and pop places down in South Jersey, some places in North Jersey, but aside from that, we went to in our Salida video, which we'll also link up. You know, when we went to Salida, when we went to Tucumcari, you get that, like,
they're very genuine.
Genuine, you know. It's a difference between when you're on the East Coast and someone says, "Hey, how you doing?" And you're like, "Hey, man, good," or "Hey," or you'll just say hi and keep moving, and that's it. When they say it, they actually want to know how you're doing. You'll go to like a store and you can have an hour-long conversation with the guy at the cash register. They just want to know how you're doing. They actually care. And if you're a local, I'm sure that's what it is. And you know, sometimes me and Carla wonder how people live in these places, but to me, at the same time, if you think about it, it's just a different pace. I think, you know, if you're from the coast, West Coast, East Coast, that moves faster than the middle of the country, you almost feel bad for these people. Like, how could they live this way? And that's why I talk about travel giving you perspective, because I honestly think that sometimes they look at us and feel bad for the people that live on the coast and are like, who would want that fast-paced life? You know, this is how you live, and I can respect that. I can respect both. You know, so I love taking away different parts of places we go.
Absolutely, and we're so excited. Our Tucumcari video is in the process of being editing and putting together, and it should be out shortly, and we can't wait to plan our next adventure. I don't know, who knows where we'll go next.
We have a couple options.
Absolutely, so we're excited. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about Tucumcari, New Mexico, Cadillac Ranch, any tips or anything, any questions you have for us, comment below. And if you like what we do, definitely support us and like this video and subscribe.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll talk to you soon.